Before conducting my media product, I had to find out who my target audience was by looking at audiences of existing thriller and horror genre films. We did this to give us an idea of how we could appeal to our own audience. We looked at the IMDb of films we drew inspiration from. From this, we learnt that there were less views from the audience 30 plus, however, there were more views from males and females below 21. This influenced our decision to give our media production the age classification 15 because the horror and thriller genre is popular with young teenagers. It was useful to us because I can then go to my target audience directly so that I can find out relevant information about what they like and dislike about horror films, allow me to appeal to them. I address my target audience directly by using the primary method interview. From this, I learned that they enjoy an interesting storyline that follows the codes and conventions of horror films and thriller films with a twist to make it more original and unique.
What I like about horror movies is the adrenaline that is associated with them and the tension. Also, it creates a sense of suspense, which creates excitement as well. Therefore, you don't really know what's going to happen, and every horror movie is unique in its own way, and that's what attracts me to that sort of genre of film.
What I like about horror films is the appeal to fantasy, the fact that a lot of things that take place in them don't really happen in your everyday life, and secondly, I also like the suspense, that you find in a lot of horror films. A bit of suspense never killed anybody.
Generally, I learnt that they desire a build-up of tension because it gives them a sense of self-involvement and makes the film seem more realistic by heightening their emotions. I conducted a questionnaire to find out more about my target audience's preferences. I learnt that they pay more attention to the characters' costumes, most but unconsciously rely on the music to build up tension. They also prefer thriller films rather than graphic horror films as they seem more realistic, and characters being the same age as my target audience helps them to relate more. So from this, we try to appeal to our target audience that they were able to relate more. For example, we made the clothing of our characters more casual and similar to what young girls of today will wear, as well as making our characters occupation students. Later, from conducting a feedback interview, we learned that we were successful.
Do you think this film will appeal to your age group?
Yes, it does appeal to the age group because it's based to people that are in high school. So, yeah.
Does this trailer appeal to your age group?
Yeah, I think it does. It's quite easy to follow.
Lastly, what do you think could be improved?
In conclusion, because our narrative was so easy to follow and our film plot was based in a high school, this appealed to my target audience.